So, and my father worked all that hard up work on the coal and all that. He used to have filthy clothes. Because when my mother was courting him, she said he used to come out in like with all shirts full of coal dust and everything else, see. One day, see, I thought I ain't having this. I was getting on mine now, about 13 or 14, see. So, my father was out, I was talking brother, but he was, see, so he had his walking stick, see. So we banged a step, his brass step. So when he put the door light, he said, rent the walking stick, and I threw it in the road, said, rent, you got no rent here. I said, I'm not frightened of you. But he did still have the rent, Wow. So he didn't know me, I was the only grandson. He had one daughter, and all the rest of his sons, they all worked hard, and in terrible conditions. So that was it. He couldn't read all right, yet he run a coal business, and he grew out, and the piece of ground, say, they say it was worth about 500 quid, like in those days. Go out and he'd buy that, and he'd make a fortune. He had the knowledge how to make money, but he had never nothing else. See? Another thing, see, because the people that lived all around there never had no money, so when he used to take the coal out, they used to try and creep by, or tell his sons to creep by the car, so the people didn't know to come out and ask for the coal. Because he used to then put the horse on and take it where the people could pay. This gran had all these children. All day long, she was bagging this coal up in sacks. Now, I didn't know that, but all the people around said, your gran, it was a miracle how she worked, getting these sacks of coal, weighing them off, putting them on scales, and putting them on this horse. He was in the kitchen, in the house, see, with an oil lamp, no gas, no electric, but with a candle, and count the money up every night, see. My mother got first took home. My dad took my mother home. Yeah. And she went in like, and he had 3 or 4 pieces of bread, and he put butter on it, and he threw it. She just first time she ever went in, like, my mother, see, because she was brought up in an orphanage, she could put up with a lot of it. Well, no, because she did all her family died, and it's funny, but it was her father died of heart trouble, and then somebody else. So in the end, they put her in an orphanage, and she was 2 or 3 years of age. They put her in this orphanage, and the people that looked after them, there's the drinking was of the women, and they get these kids. There was only about 4 little kids, see, and they put them in scalding water and all. My mother, all her life, and if you look at the photograph there, you will see it. Her lips, because what they'd done, they'd ignored everything, and she got a mastoid. A terrible mastoid. She nearly died, but they just ignored them all. So she nearly lost her life in there, and they used to say, if anybody done anything wrong, on top of the building, there's a little room, no lighting or nothing. So if anybody done anything wrong, it was put up there. So what happened was, a cake was missing, one cake. Mother never had it. But where she sat there so long, and the teacher was saying, who done the cake, what? And all that. Although she never done it, she put her hand up and said she done it. But what happened, the woman knew that it wasn't her. She said, no, she said, it ain't you, it's somebody else, But she had a terrible life in her, and if she went out, when she was on a Sunday, it was about one day, and they had to go in 2s. All these little kids, see? If they could write a letter, and they wrote home, they had to look at it all first, the people. And when they went out, they weren't able to speak to anybody. If anybody spoke to them, never answered back. And they walked in 2s all in each other's hands. Food was terrible, that's how they grew up. But there were 2 sisters that stood in the orphanage, at the top of Ashley Hill now. They was at least had each other, look, because they were together. But because my mother was younger, and anyway, so that's the sort of life she had. Well, she was there, and it was terrible all the time, see. But when she got 15 or 14, they used to put them out to do work. But the work they give them usually was somewhere up Clifton, posh people, and they had to work there, look, to get money to give to things, see. But, so my mother, they put her in a place up Clifton. Now in this place, there was a boy, and he was deaf and dumb. So they said to her, you've got to look after him, see. And she liked it because it was so different and better than what it was in the home, see. But the noises he used to make, see, being deaf and dumb, see, you don't know what's coming out of the mouth. So when he was eating his food, he's going, they can't have a noise, see, like, you got used to that. Actually, because everything else was better there, you know, so she stayed. Then I think she met my father, or you know, went on from there. But that's how cool it was in those days, and get away with it, though. Kids used to die, you see. You know, children, where they was neglected, the father and mother probably go drinking and all that, they didn't have no food, look. And they used to get all rashes on their face, see. And it's called impetigo, it's called, see. Lack of protein. And they used to go out there, and you could see a man, one kid, he come to school, and the teacher said, whatever you got on your hair? And he said, well, I couldn't find no stuff, so he said, I got some dripping on there. We had dripping, so there was lots of kids who were infected, and all the kids that had to have teeth out, they had to go up Tower Hill, or Market. And they couldn't go nowhere else, like. Oh, I don't suppose they had any money then, mother, like. But, your mother nearly had a nervous breakdown. She was in terrible state, because what happened was, see, this was not in Bristol, this was in another one, but what happened is, there was a bloking woman, I suppose it was that man and wife, and they had two little kids. Well, they had a terrible row, so they both cleared out, but both of them thought that one was going to go back. But they didn't go back, you see. And it was a high building with high windows and everything else. So what happened, they could start, they was in there, must have been crying and crying and crying, and they died of starvation, see. And that played on my mother's mind so much that she nearly committed suicide. Our own child out on Ashley Hill, there's a bridge. She used to run over that, sweat pouring over it, run over it as fast as she could, because she used to think, you know, it played on her nerves so much, you know. And yeah, that was pitiful of mine, to find these two little kids dead, you know, to get her by the door. I could go on and on and on and on. But all the things I've been telling you, look, is all true things, and you never believe that things like that can happen today.